Good morning, students. Last class we had started using how to design tables, how to enter data, all this stuff. Today we are going to learn about forms. Now last class I told you that when you get to see this security warning like this, certain content in the database has been disabled, what you do is you click on this options button and you open this security alert. Under the security alert you will find help protect me from unknown content and enable the content. You have to click on enable the content. What will happen? It will be giving you a you will be enabled to do some operations. So click on OK now. So this will go off. Now let us see now. Last class we had created the table called student. Underneath this we had these records. Now today I am going to show you how to create forms. So table design, table we had done it. Now today we are going to learn about forms, how to design forms. Now to create a form, we will click on the tab called create, then come to form design. When you come to form design, you will see the screen of a form like this. Here I will go and see add existing fields. Now you see this tools shown here, add existing fields, property sheet, all this. So first we'll select add existing fields. Now add existing fields means which are the attributes or field names you want to include. Now field names are stored inside the table. So when you click on this, it shows you the name of the table. Double click on the table name. When I double click on the table name, I get to see whatever the field names or the attributes which I am having. Now as I click on each of these fields, if I double click, it will be placed on the form like this. So one by one I will double click and I will place it on the form. These I had it. Now this is how I placed my form in the form design. I had placed it. Now let me close it. As I close it, it will show me how to, or it will prompt me to save the form. Not responding to showing in my laptop. It is not that you will also be getting the same thing. Okay. Do you want to save changes to the design of form 1? Yes. So then you have to give a form name. The default form name is form 1. So now I will give a name to the form, student form I am writing. Then I will click on OK. So my student form is created. Now if I double click on the form, I can see the entries given here. Now I had 5 records in the form. Now right at this moment you can do only navigation. You can go to the record, second record, third record, fourth record, fifth record. No more record, it shows you a blank record. That means when the cursor is blinking here, that means you can enter records through the form. So let me give us some records from here. I am entering some records through the form. Now a date symbol will come. I am entering records for each of the fields. Pin code I will enter, contact number. So as I click, it comes to the next record, and you are supposed to, now 10 digits are filled up, so it goes there. Now I have 6th record. Now let me close this from the close button. Now let us open the form once again. First record, second record, third record, fourth record, fifth record, sixth record. So my roll number was 1006. So this has been it is not being entered. I had given, so why it is not entering? Let me see, check now. Had I given something wrong? Yeah, it has taken 1008. Yes, I think I had given 1008. So it has taken the records. Now it is automatically saved. Now you see, these are inbuilt navigation buttons. Navigation means moving from one record to the other record. Previous record, next record, like so. Now similarly, we can have a button placed on the form so that with the help of button we can navigate through the records. We can go or jump from one record to another. Now let us go back, close the form view. Now you see, if I right click, I can see open, layout view, design view, like this. So let's see design, layout view. Layout view means how it is placed, how I have placed. I could have placed here also, that could have also done, but anyway. Now let us come to design view. This is how I had designed. So it is showing no records, it is just showing me the designing of the form. So this is called the design view. Now here, from here, if I want, I can change it. If I want to give some text box that I gave, page numbers, all these things I can give it from here. Now we have done from this form design. Now as I told you, I want to place some buttons here. Buttons means which will act as navigation button and some operations button, record operations. How do I do that? I will use this button called button. Bring it here, click it and release. Now when I release, you open this command button wizard. This opens. Now what is the meaning of this? Here the details of the buttons which I want to place is given here. Now first column shows me the categories of the button. Next column shows me the actions which I can do from the button. Now first category I will select record navigation. Navigation means moving from one record to the other, next record, previous record, last record, all this. So I will click on record navigation, click on next, then I will select this text button so that it comes and appears as a text. Next. So it is showing me find next. So I find next means I have to give the number. So let me delete this and do it once more to show it to you. This time I will not do find next, I will just simply do find next record. Click once, bring it here and place it and release. Record navigation, go to next record. Click on next. Click on this text button. So the image, the text which will be written on the, instead of command 8, it will be written next record. Next. Finished. Again another button. I place it here. Go to previous record, I select. Next. Again click on text. Next. Finish. So I have two buttons now. So this I have designed the form with 2 buttons. So now let's save this form. Do you want to save the design to the changes of the design? Yes. Double click. Now you see, previously when I had only designed the form without a button, there was only the form details shown here. Now I have placed 2 buttons. So I have not written any program, I have just used some buttons, pre-written programs placed inside this MS Access, and I placed it on the form. So when I click next record, it takes me to the next record, again next record. So likewise it gets shifted from one record to other. Now if I do previous record, so it takes me to the previous record. Now before the first record there is no other record, so it says you cannot go to the specified record because there is no previous record. This is the first record, that is why. But after the last record there is an option to enter new record, that is why a blank form is shown where you can enter the records. That is why in the next record a new form opens with all these empty text boxes. So I have placed 2 buttons as navigation buttons. Now let's close it. Now again let me open design view. Now I am going to place 2 different kind of buttons here. What are the 2 different kinds of buttons I will place? Let's choose the same operation again. Command button, drag it and release it on the form. Now I will choose the category as record operations. Now what do we have? Add new record, duplicate, delete record, duplicate record, print record, save record, undo record. So I will do add new record. So I'll go and click next. Again the text message which will appear on the button, add record. So I will click on next. Then finish. This is add record. Any other button if I want to show it to you? Click on record operations. I can use delete record, I can do save record. Let's do save record. Next. You can choose a picture also, the picture marks, but I am comfortable with text button so that the name appears on the button so that you can understand what is the work of the button. That is why I choose the option text. Click on next, then finish. So now I have 2 more records. These 2 are called record operations buttons and these 2 are called record navigation buttons. So now again I save the form. Every 1 or 2 operations you need to save your work. So I have saved it. Now let's do next record. I have already shown it to you. Let's next. Now if I want to add something here, let me do this. This more or less, actually these 2 buttons more or less the same, but slight difference is there. Difference is if I now straight away add here and then click on save, this record will automatically get saved. Rakesh Roy. Some arbitrary names I am keeping on entering. Pressing just tab key. Pin code. Contact number. Now I will click on the button called save. So when I click on save, the form remains here as it is, but you see we can still view the record when we close it because I have already clicked on the button called save. So this data is saved. 10021, right? next, 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 next. So this record is saved. No more record. Now suppose if I am in the middle of the form and all of a sudden I remembered that I want to add new record. So I just click here, add record. The entire form, a blank form, will be opened in front of you. Now you can add records here. Now if I close this, nothing will be saved. So this is the option of or working of add record and save record, and the smallest difference what we have. Next record and previous record are for navigations. So I have shown you how to enter records through a form, how to design a form, how to design a form. Now if I want, I can change the position from here. I can make changes from the button itself like this. So I have changed a little bit layout. So this is I can do so like this. And if I want to give any title, I can write a title like this: student details. So you want to save the design changes? Yes. So now the title is coming like this. So this is how my form gets designed as well as my form gets saved with all the records here. Now what are the other things under the form option? Form, split form, blank form, pivot chart, form design. Now this is the main option what we have done, form design. So now we have taken care of form design. We have checked the layout of the form, we have designed the form. Now if I want to export this form, I can shift it to Excel, I can take it to Word file, PDF, Access, whatever I want I can change it. If I want to rename the form, that also I can rename it. If I want to hide it, I can do so. If I want to delete the entire form, but I have done hard work, so I will not delete my form. This is the option. If you click on this, your form will get deleted. Cut, copy. So now let's go and check view properties. What are the properties of the form? Now if you want to add something to this, you can give a title or some description to this student form. Let me write student details. Apply. Okay, nothing will be shown here, but you are actually making some properties. You have given something name to it. So description is student details. This is what I have done. This doesn't show up on the form itself, but you have added some name to it, which you have given in the description box of the form in the properties. So form design we have done, how a blank form is created, how to save a form, how to design a form, how to change the layout, means how to rearrange the buttons, how to use command buttons, how to use check boxes. Now these options I have not used. Let me go and show it to you how, if I want, how I can. Now suppose if I want to add a label, I can write, but this is not a button. This is a actually message to go to previous record. Now this is just a design which I have done, just a text box label, nothing else. This will not do any work, means this is not a command button. The work of command button is to execute certain commands and show it to you. Now let's save this. So go to previous record is just a message beside the button previous record. So it just prompts you what this button does. That is a label, that is just a text box, nothing else. So similarly for the next one also I do the same thing. I include another label. I write go to next record. So this is what I have done. So this is also a, now let me make some alignment. Yes. So this is the message which is coming beside the button. So this is nothing but it actually prompts the user what is the work being done here. So this thus labels or sort, you can say a caption sort of a thing, nothing else, nothing more than that. So these are the basic things of form which I had shown it to you. I hope in other tables you will be able to do this type of forms with adding records, adding buttons, all those things. Adding records from the form, so long we had done adding records from the table. Now we can add record or record details from the form itself. Now what is this form about? This way if you want to see. Similar copy of the form will be opened. I do not want this. Let me close this. I do not want it. Also, if I save this, let me keep it saved and then I'll delete it. Let me see whether I can delete it or not. Yes. So permanently delete the form student underscore form 1. Yes. So it's deleted because that was a duplicate of the student underscore form which I had clicked on the form button, and sometimes we need to, most of the files are important, attributes are same and we need to some changes. So we design a similar form like that. That is why in those cases we do it. So this is a brief idea about a form. Now I'll be showing you how to carry out some more options inside a table.